Welcome back, marketing leader. Did you know that when Tesla buys land for a new factory, they start working on that land the very first day? They don't even have foundations, let alone a factory. Thomas told the story on a recent webinar with John Jackson from Buckinghamshire New University, where they talked about building websites, and one of the topics was Agile, and the approach Tesla does is exactly that. They do it in an Agile way. So how can you apply Agile to websites? Well, let's find out.
How would you describe Agile working in the context of delivering a website? What's your approach?
Agile is an approach which helps you be better today than you were yesterday. I think that's how I would put it. It's because Agile promotes collaboration over documentation. Agile gives you almost instant feedback loop that you can learn from.
Yep.
And once you have those learnings, you can improve your product, your service, yourself. I mean, I just replaced fridge in my kitchen in Agile way. And I can take you through that later too. But it's just all about accepting that imperfection and just going with it. That's Agile to me, just letting it go a bit. We are all human, we are all imperfect, and let's just play alongside it rather than against it. So with that said, let me just give you an example how we launch blog posts on our website. So obviously we have some kind of spreadsheet of things that we think our audience would like. So there is a week that we need to launch a blog. We have a schedule. David, he loads up the spreadsheet and picks a topic that he likes the most or thinks that just sits with him quite well. He writes about, 1,000 words, maybe 2,000 words, which usually aim at that, and he clicks publish. That's it. If there is a typo, right? If you read it, you still get the value. And yes, there is typo. It might be embarrassing to some to not know the language they're writing in, but it's okay to us because I can clearly speak English, and it doesn't matter to the reader if there's a typo. And if it matters to that reader if there's a typo, I don't want that reader.
Well, it's an interesting point. Right? Yeah.
So there's no proofreading, nothing like it. I'm not really going on about keywords that he picked. Like, I just trust him. He did the work, and that's another topic for Agile. You need to have that accountability and division of responsibilities on the team members. But we'll get into that in a second. But this is how we launch. And then in comparison to people that we worked with, oh my God, they take months to launch a blog post. Like, come on, just get it out. I grow impatient with these people.
And you can fix typos, right?
Yeah,
but the fact that you got the blog post out ahead of, instead of waiting a month means that, Google's seen it. The fact that you're actually fixing typos and you're probably going to update it is also great for Google because Google likes fresh content. And if it's updating, that's another positive thing. So it's just getting stuff out there is actually powerful on so many different levels, right?
Yeah, I can give one extra example that's not from NerdCow, actually a company that everybody might know, that's Tesla. Tesla, when they buy a plot of land to build a factory on it, they don't wait until the factory is finished. They erect a tent, like your wedding tent kind of thing, and they just get going. And factory is being built on top of them.
Nice.
And when they built that part of factory, they moved the tent 100 yards to the left and they build another part of factory, and they evaluate what they built as they go, rather than having the whole factory built in a year and then having that 1 year completely wasted.
Yeah.
So you can really scale Agile. That's what I mean.
That sums up the Agile approach. Right?
What would you think about that? Just setting up a tent next to a building site of your new factory and working on day one? That's amazing, has a lot of benefits, and you can apply the Agile approach in a similar way to websites. If you'd like to learn more about that, we have a ton of resources on Agile web design and development on our blog, so the link is in the description below. You know that by now. I hope this is helpful for you. Maybe you can decide now to build a website in an Agile way the next time. And since this was only an outtake from the full webinar, let me know in the comments below if you want to see the whole thing. I will send you a link. You can sign up for free and download it right away, watch it all, and get even more tips from Thomas and John.